Welcome to another series by your GK buddy. In this series, we will help you make your own computer games. The corona pandemic has put us in a testing time. We all are compelled to stay locked up at our homes or wherever we are. In the meantime, how do we keep ourselves engaged? How do we keep our brains working? Some people, both children and elders, engage in playing computer games. Instead of playing games, why not you make your own game? It can be thrilling. Kids can code. Not only kids, elders too can. It will work, and when it works, it will make you happy and keep you busy. You don't need any prior knowledge in coding, so let us get going. It will be my endeavor to take you through coding of an interesting game through a series of short videos. We will use the computer language Python and use its utility Pygame to code some simple games. Ultimately, we will create a game, Corona Warriors, and that is our tribute to the relentlessly fighting Corona Warriors across the world. Python is very popular and powerful. It's also very simple. We will go into coding without much discussion about technicalities. If children are around, I suggest you team up with them. In many schools, Python is taught from early classes. You can support each other or even compete to excel. Here are some shots of the final game, Corona Warriors. Step by step, I will tell you how to code this game. Let us first download ideally Python from python.org. IDLE is acronym for Integrated Development and Learning Environment, usually called IDLE. It is free. It comes with the module Pygame. We will use Pygame to code our games. You can also use PyCharm, a Python implementation by Mrs. JetBrains. Its community version is free. At this stage, I prefer IDLE Python. On the screen is the Python.org website. There from downloads, you can download the latest version of Python and install it. Once you install Python, you can locate the IDLE Python app and open it. Let us open IDLE Python. Click on it. It will take you to the Python shell. In the shell, you can type a command, and on pressing enter, it will be executed. For example, let us type I have typed a small command. Once I enter, it responds. But only one line commands are processed interactively. You cannot prepare a script and run it. But IDLE Python provides for opening of files in an editor window where you can type your script, save it and run it. You can see messages relating to running of the program in the shell. We will open a new folder and name it Corona or whatever name you like. Separate folder is open because so that you will know what all files are created. Let us create a folder, new folder. Create a new folder. I am giving it the name Corona. Now I'll move back to Python shell. Okay, new file, and straight away I will save it within our the new folder which we created. I will move to Corona folder and give it a name first prog. Save it. The system will give it an default extension of .py. Now you can see the file created is firstprog.py. Now let us type some commands in it. We have typed import Pygame, print hello world. Now let us save it and then run it. You can see the responses in the Python shell. It mentions that the Pygame 1.96 available. Let us find out how we exit to the command prompt. You can say import os.system cmd. It has taken it to the shell. There we can come to the Python directory. You can type cd ... It will go to the next higher directory. Now it has taken us to 3832. We will go to Python directory. cd again ... Now we are in the Python directory. Python uses pip to install the packages. So let us find out whether pip is available. It gives us availability of pip. In that case, there is no problem with installation of pip also. Now you can type py-pip tells the system that use pip and install Pygame. In my system, Pygame is already installed. In your system, Pygame is not installed. It will now get installed. I will show a document in Word which details the instruction for installing Pygame. In case Pygame is not installed in your system, you can take support from this document. It tells you how you ensure that pip is there and how you go about installing Pygame. Once you run the commands for installing Pygame, it gives you the following message. Now that we have got Pygame installed, we will go back to Python shell. For that you can type exit at the command prompt, and once you enter, it will take you back to the Python shell. You are back in the Python shell. It's better to restart the computer so that Pygame will be loaded. On restarting, type ideally Python in the search window and click open the app. It will take you to Python shell as usual. Open our directory Corona and open the file firstprog on which we have started working. Here is the file. Now you run it. It should work because you have already loaded Pygame. It prints hello world. Now we will build our game step by step. Hello world is no more required. We will first create an environment. The first line of code, we are starting with a hash. The lines that start with a hash are treated as comments and won't be treated as part of the code. This is extremely useful. We can organize the codes, give description as to what a specific code will do. We can convert a code to a comment and if needed, uncomment it. There is a provision in the format window to make any portion to a comment and uncomment it, like this. All games are played on a window or a screen. So we will first create a screen. Here We are storing the result of Pygame function pygame.display.setMode into a variable named screen. Variable is a placeholder for data. We use an equal to sign to assign value to it. You can use any name for the variable other than the keywords reserved for Python. We are using the name screen for easily identifying the object we have stored. This command creates a window with a width of 800 pixels and a height of 600 pixels, and it is stored in the variable screen. This method takes one argument and consists of two elements, width and height. That is why we give it in a tuple or list. Don't miss any bracket, it will throw up error. Now save the file and run it. We will save and run it. It created a window which is 800 pixels width and 600 pixels height. Now we will try to get out of this window, but the window hangs because we have not given any command to quit the window. No problem, we will get out using the task manager. You can see the task manager shows two items. This should be our window. We will close it. Now I have written a few lines of code. I will explain it. The events in a game are executed in a loop based on the conditions set, and the events are repeated till we exit the loop. We have created a variable running and stored a value true into it. Next line, while running, ends with a colon. When you press enter, it leaves a space at the left and starts an indented line. While loop, for loop, if, else, elif, all these create such indents. This indicates what commands come under it. We have used the variable running and the boolean value true stored in it. We can anytime change the value of the variable by assigning a different value. While running means while the value of running is true. Next statement instructs the screen to be filled with color. 000 indicates the color black. Pygame uses RGB color scheme. We will deal with it in detail later. Then comes a for loop which looks for an event. An event can be like clicking on the window to exit from the game. If we click on X at the top right corner of a window, it's a signal to exit. Previously we assigned the value true to the variable running with an equal sign. For comparing the value whether event type is equal to pygame.quit, we have to use an equal sign. You have to watch for the uppercase and lowercase because it's a part of Python syntax. Please see that quit in pygame.quit is all caps. If event type is equal to pygame.quit, next instruction is to assign the value false to the variable running. When running becomes false, the while loop will be exited. Next, the program will execute the statement pygame.quit, which is outside the loop. This is a Pygame function and will cause exit from Pygame. To summarize, we have created an environment. We have imported Pygame and initialized it. Then we have created a screen. We have also created a game loop, and we have created a command for filling the screen with black color. Then we have created an event to exit from the loop. This is the basic structure of a game in Pygame, and we will develop on this. Hope the basics explained are clear to you. You can supplement your learning by reading about Python data types, functions, while loop, for loop, etc. Many simple tutorials are available on the net. In the next video, we will learn customizing and manipulating the screen, the color schemes, placing of objects and moving them on the screen. Please use the comments on the channel to communicate with us and for any clarification. Please subscribe to our channel in case you like it. We would very much appreciate your feedback. See you soon with the next video.